Hi, first grade parents. I'm Teresa Walters, one of the first grade teachers here at Glen Oaks. Today I'm going to give you some information about first grade math concepts, expectations for mastering those concepts, and resources you can use at home to help your child be successful. The first topic I'm going to discuss is numeracy, or number sense. Our goal for your child is to help them develop their understanding of numbers or number sense. This means that your child will have the ability to confidently use numbers quickly and easily when understanding number relationships, performing mental tasks, understanding symbolic representations, and when using numbers in real-world situations. For example, when thinking about the number 4, a child might describe it as 3 less than 7, 1 less than 5, or 2 more than 2. This child will also be able to estimate quickly or subitize by seeing numbers or groups of objects as sets instead of needing to count by ones. These abilities will help your child's mathematical confidence as they understand how numbers work and thus become quick and reflective mathematical thinkers. Just like we want your child to be a fluent reader, we also want them to be fluent with numbers and math. First graders are expected to be fluent with the numbers 0 to 120. This means they can recognize, order, compare, decompose or break apart, and compose or build these numbers using place value. 120 charts like the one behind me are always available for first graders to use when working with numbers in our classroom. This tool helps your child solidify their sense of number by providing a visual representation of number order and number patterns. Your child has a 120 chart in their take-home binder behind the Math tab. This is a great resource for practicing these concepts at home. If you notice or your child's teacher mentions that your child is struggling with number sense, there are several quick and easy ways that you can practice at home. The first activity is called Guess My Number. This game works best when using a laminated 120 chart or number line as a visual reference and a dry erase marker to eliminate numbers. To play, the first player will secretly choose a number within a given range, 1 to 30, 1 to 60, or even 1 to 120. This range will vary depending on your child's knowledge of numbers and place value. The other players will take turns to narrow down the number by asking mathematical questions. Questions might include, is your number greater than 20? Is your number an even number? Is your number less than 30? Does your number have 2 digits? Play continues until someone correctly guesses the number. This game may take some modeling from you the first few times it is played, but your child will quickly catch on to the rules. Another quick and easy activity that can be done anywhere, even in the car on the way to soccer practice, is Number Generator. In this game, you will provide parameters or guidelines to your child, and they will have to generate a number within those guidelines. For example, you may say, tell me a number that is greater than 12, and your child will tell you any number that is greater than 12. Some other examples are as follows. Tell me a number less than 23. Tell me a number between 16 and 26. Tell me an even number. Tell me a number with a 6 in the tens place. Tell me a number that comes after or before 17. Tell me a number that is 1 more or 1 less than 9. Your parameters can increase in difficulty as your child's understanding of numbers grows. This next game is called What's the Question? And it will really get your child's math brain thinking. You will give your child the answer and they will come up with the question. For example, the answer is 7. What's the question? Your child could respond with, what is 3 plus 4? I had 10 grapes and then I ate 3. How many grapes are left? What is 1 more than 6? Or even, how many days are in a week? All of these games allow your child to verbally express their math thinking, which is one of the best ways to strengthen their sense of number. So talk, and talk some more about numbers at home. These are only a few ideas on how to help build your child's sense of numbers. More ideas will be shared at parent-teacher conferences. Another very important topic in helping your child be successful in math is problem solving. This year, your child will learn age-appropriate strategies to help them successfully solve problems in math. While problem solving may seem like a big task for first graders, we work hard to provide your child with all the tools they need to be successful. In first grade, your child will be introduced to 4 different types of CGI problems: result unknown, start unknown, change unknown, and comparing. More information on these types of problems will be shared during the conference in October. First graders will learn to work through each type of problem by first reading and understanding the story in question. We work on identifying the important mathematical information and identifying the thinking pattern or action in the story. We then teach and practice many different ways to solve the problem. For example, your child may act out the story, use manipulatives to build the problem, use a number line or 120 chart, draw a picture, use a 10 frame, or use a part whole mat to solve the problem. First graders are also expected to write a numerical sentence to match the problem. This year, we will work hard to provide your child with many opportunities to learn and practice these concepts so that they are able to be successful when problem solving on their own. Although numeracy and problem solving are two big focuses in the first grade curriculum and are embedded throughout the year, they are not the only concepts your child will be exposed to this year. In first grade, your child will also learn how to collect data, use it to build graphs, and answer questions related to that information. They will learn to tell time to the hour and half hour on both digital and analog clocks. They will learn to identify the names and values of coins, as well as count sets of pennies, nickels, and dimes. They will learn two-dimensional and three-dimensional shapes and their attributes. They will learn about fractions and non-standard measurement. First graders are also expected to be able to apply basic fact strategies to add and subtract numbers within 20. The last thing I'm going to share is another way for you to reinforce or extend your child's learning at home. Your child will soon be bringing home these two math consumable workbooks. These workbooks are aligned with the Texas TEKS as well as McKinney ISD standards. If you would like to help your child practice the skills we are learning, you can easily do this at home by using the pages in these two workbooks. The first thing you will need to do is look at the newsletter in your child's take-home binder. On the newsletter, you can find our I can statements. For example, on this newsletter in math, it says, I can draw conclusions and answer questions using information from picture and bar graphs. You will then look in the table of contents for the corresponding topic and then find the page numbers. As you can see in the table of contents, it says Data Analysis and Graphing, then lists Volume 2, pages 659 to 695. You will look in the workbook labeled Volume 2 for these pages. These pages will provide reinforcement and support to help your child master the concepts being taught in class. If your child has already mastered the concepts, these pages will also provide a great extension piece. On the third page, you will see hot pepper questions. These questions are very challenging, even for our highest math students. There is also a short quiz at the end of each lesson. If the activity calls for cubes, counters, or another type of manipulative, please know that you can substitute these for any object found around your home. For example, pennies or Cheerios make great counters. And remember, your child also has a 120 chart in their binder, as well as a number line and 10 frame. While these activities mentioned in this video are not required homework, it is crucial to your child's success in math that they develop a good sense of number in first grade. Partnering with you at home is the best way to achieve that success. As teachers, our goal is to help every single child grow and succeed while they are in our classroom. We are so thankful for your help in making this a positive and successful year for your child in math.